Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Hypothetical. That's what I'm known as. As we share these recipes once again from the recipe called Hypothetical Recipe. And this is the third recipe that I'm going to share with you for the next few minutes. And the recipe is called Hypothetical Recipe to Stop Cancer. Hypothetical Recipe to Stop Cancer. Let me again say that hypothetical means something not proved but assumed to be true for purpose of argument. A set of instructions for making something by combining various things. Hypothetical recipe to stop cancer. One of the most deadly and dangerous diseases that we have throughout the world, and that is cancer. Up to this point, no one knows how to cure cancer. But in looking at this recipe, I want to share with you 3 ingredients that I believe, hypothetically, to stop the spread of cancer. Let's take a look at this for a few minutes. When I see all the known things that is listed that are known to cause cancer, and those things consist of, there are cigarettes. They say one can get cancer from smoking cigarettes. One can get cancer by being exposed to asbestos. One can get cancer exposed to gasoline. So when you look at these things that we see that are known to cause cancer, such as cigarettes, asbestos, gasoline, and there are 2 other things that we need to look at: chemotherapy and radiation. What is the common denominator of all these things that we just mentioned? The common denominator, hypothetically, I believe, is the chemical known as benzene. 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 C6H6. Benzene. We find that benzene melts at 55 degrees Celsius, 42 degrees Fahrenheit. It boils at 80 degree 0.1 Celsius, 80.1 degrees Celsius, 176.2 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the boiling point. Benzene is a hydrocarbon, a coal tar. Benzene was discovered in 1825 by the British physicist Michael Faraday. So when you take a look at benzene, we want to take a closer look at benzene, what I'm trying to say at this point, and to see, hypothetically, how benzene plays a role in the cause of cancer. Hypothetically, I believe that when a person or individual consumes a high level of benzene, benzene, in other words, hypothetically, changes the molecular structure of a cell. In a cell, we find 3 oxygen atoms. But when there is a high level of benzene, hypothetically, benzene replaces one of those oxygen atoms with a carbon atom. Instead of having 3 ratio, you'll now have 2:1 ratio, which in turn leads to cell mutation because of the high level of benzene. One may say, well, I don't smoke. I don't uh, go out and get gasoline, be exposed to gasoline, or I'm not exposed to asbestos any kind of way. How do we still end up with cancer? So, hypothetically, I believe that when there is a consumption of 3 chemicals all at once, these chemicals will cause our bodies to produce benzene. That's why I believe hypothetically that when a person consumes these 3 things, cancer begins. And those 3 chemicals are sodium benzoate, citric acid, and when it combines with vitamin C, the body starts making its own benzene. Let's repeat that. Sodium benzoate. Now these two are already found in soft drinks, sodium benzoate and citric acid. And when it combines with vitamin C, your body, our bodies, hypothetically, I believe, start producing benzene. Let's take a closer look at this. What am I saying? If you're going to drink soda pops, which already has sodium benzoate and citric acid, don't take vitamin C or don't consume vitamin C at any time. Because when all these 3 are combined at once, there is a chemical reaction, I believe hypothetically, that the body starts producing its own benzene. So if you're going to take vitamin C, don't drink soda pops. Because soda pops already has sodium benzoate and citric acid. I'm just using soda pops as an example. I'm not trying to deter you from not drinking soda pops. You can still drink soda pops if you like. But don't consume vitamin C when you drink your soda pops. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. All at once, the chemical reaction starts. The chemical reaction starts when these chemicals are combined all at once. So, keep that in mind for the next few minutes. And I want to share with you 3 ingredients that I believe, hypothetically, can stop cancer. Hypothetically, as I stated, number 1 ingredient, stop consumption of sodium benzoate, citric acid, and vitamin C all at once. That's the first ingredient that we need to take a look at. The second ingredient, as we talk about this hypothetical recipe to stop cancer, is to take out the bodyguard out of your food source. And that bodyguard, as we talked about in other recipes, and hypothetically, it is the bodyguard of all disease, and that is zinc oxide. Zinc oxide must be removed out of your system to stop the spread of cancer, hypothetically. Clear it out of your system by consuming activated charcoal. Activated charcoal absorbs zinc oxide, hypothetically. Well, how can you get activated charcoal? The easiest way, I believe, hypothetically, is to just do so by consuming a portion of burnt toast, or burnt bread or toast. Just burn it to a crisp, and that burn would turn naturally to activated charcoal. I'm pretty sure that you can probably buy activated charcoal at your health food sources, but do it naturally if you can by just burning some bread or some toast or and that burnt in turns, hypothetically, turns to activated charcoal, and you can just eat just a small portion of whatever it takes to remove the zinc oxide from your system. So that's the second ingredient I believe that would help to stop cancer, hypothetically. And the third ingredient, and the final ingredient that I have at this time, is to eat raw vegetables or fruits that relates to the type of cancer that you have. For instance, if you have breast cancer, then you must consume, hypothetically, raw sweet potato. You can make a juice. The reason why I say that, because if you notice that vegetables and fruits are usually mirrors of the type cancer that you have. Have you ever looked at the sweet potatoes? Just look at one for a minute. Let me find and see, we have one here on hand. Just give me just a second here. Okay, let's look at this sweet potato I have here. Now, when it's cooked, look at the ends of the sweet potatoes. Does that remind you of something? No, breasts have nipples. So what I'm saying, the vegetables are mirrors of the type cancer that you have. You need to check your vegetables and your fruits to see the shape of the fruits, and that shape usually indicates what it does. And the reason why, hypothetically, I believe that the sweet potato can control breast cancer, because it has the ingredient, hypothetically, that neutralizes calcium buildup. It can neutralize calcium buildup. And I believe when there is a tumor or lump on the breast, that lump is calciumified, if I pronounce that right. But if you consume sweet potato juice, raw, not organic again, not organic, but raw sweet potato juice, natural, will have enough ingredient to neutralize the calcium buildup, hypothetically. What do you think? Check this information out. And again, have a good day or good evening, and may God bless you. Thank you for your time and for your attention.